Welcome to a zerok 4 vs 4 Palladium Neutron Star match. Because yes, all 8 of these players are Neutron Star indeed. All of them are blue. Where we have on the blue team, it is a Chomaru. No, it is Changos with Empots and of course a bulkhead printer. In the actual blue, it is Rovers for Venomized with a no blueprint at all, not even a default. In the purple, we've got XNT WASD with a ranged cook, so maybe going for a bit of a troll com. Anyways, they are going shield bots. And in the green, the last one on the blue team, it is Skell. Skell with Schling printer, cloak bots. Makes sense. Generally, people try to use, well, generally they get a blueprint that is able to break through defenses, like pushing stingers and such. So, of course, yeah. Sling, great for that. Bulkhead as well. Being able to get those slow units that are also able to break through decently heavy defenses forwards quickly is always very nice. On the western side, on the red team, we've got in the yellow Nods with Jump Factory and Firewalker printer. Same thing. It's a bit expensive, so because of that it might not be ideal, because getting one Firewalker with your commander is going to take a while. In the orange, we've got the Warning with Hovercraft and a Scalpel printer. Not really designed to fight against Stinger. Personally, I like to get Halbert just for the assault roll, which is also able to break through Stinger and all that. And over here, we get a couple of pings, but yeah, 3.0 max. We've got a couple of those, I believe. No, just one 3.0 max, but we have a lot of maxes, that's it. Right. In the red, we've got Dr. Doom, someone I haven't seen in quite a while. And they just have a standard old Karachi, just the default for their engineer commander. And over here, Chudy, of course, going shield bots, because what else would Chudy be doing? With the Winged Hussar, the jumping bot commander, a recon commander, so no blueprint for them. Over here, purple, already porking up quite a bit. Not upgrading the cook yet. And trying to get up a couple of, like, Faradays and such to defend this position, but they have certainly lost it. Double Riot, some of the stronger riots in the game. 500 metal in Ogre, 400 in Mace, insane DPS, insane AoE. And the range on both of them is pretty nice as well. So, very nice to just have those defend the position and then, of course, skirmishes as well to push forwards. Over here, we saw a very sneaky little scythe go around. But yeah, against Welder, it should be able to 1v1, but then you get the loaders up and all of a sudden it can't 1v1. Except that, oh, it was very close, but it does not 1v1 indeed. Over here, this one, just scouting around. An LMAO OPAF. Yeah, that is a nice thing about Welder. It has a lot of HP, it has pretty decent DPS itself. And there comes the outranging Reaver, but it does not get a shot off. Too bad. Anyways, middle, now pretty much secured by Team West, at least for the next little bit. Stinger there, units as well, double commander. So for now, not really something Team East is able to do against that, not really. Over here, single Scorcher against like 5 bandits, also not good. Especially because it wasn't right on top of the bandits either. So Mason also will be destroyed unless it runs away in time. Though, yeah, bandits chase after it, so it will go down. Then what? Well, 3 maxes out in the open. However, bandits are going back, cleaning up the last little max. Do you know how to have a response? Well, you don't really. I mean, there is one Ripper here. And it will be sent this way. However, a Ripper is slow, so that's 1 max, 2 max gone already. There it comes. However, Bandit can already move past. Ripper is being microed, but that's 3rd max going down already. Lotus is... Come on now. Max going down already. That's the 3rd, this is 4th. Now the Lotus is up, Ripper is in range, so they will finally be cleaned up. Barely are not able to get the wind generator with them. Up north we didn't really see it. But the bulkheads were cleaned up there by yellow. And over here, a scythe, once again being annoying, is managing to get some very nice value over there. Being able to clean up both of those caretakers, was cleaning up a almost fully constructed mystery as well, and spotting the lance is also very, very nice. Giving a heads up to your team that it is coming, you know it is up. And the goose is not happy. We've got an angry goose. Down south, couple of assaults, couple of knights with Ronin support pushing forwards. Soaking a lot of damage, should be able to stun the commander as well. Without too many difficulties, and a little bit of wreckage being annoying. But commander is able to jump out. Shield ball is at least strong enough to deal with 2 little knights. So nothing Skull can really do there to push in. Still, over here, well, you still have a lot of maxes that have not been built. Up north, same thing, but on the other side, it's not looking any better. I mean, they're missing 4 maxes, 5, another 5 there, more than that, 5 there, yep. They're missing in total like 15 to 20 maxes. Sure, they might be weak maxes, 1.5 each. That's still missing a lot of eco. Still, because the enemy is also missing their maxes, you're still relatively even and can make up for it through either overdrive or reclaim quite alright. And over here, the ranged cook is indeed being upgraded as expected. Is decent range, but I don't think it's especially long range yet. And there they come, halberds are being ignored by the shield ball, which makes sense. I mean, they are armored up, so if you have a different target in range, you would of course prefer to go for that. And dominatrix, very fun. Just one for now. Not being cloaked, well, it is being cloaked currently, but it's not in a real cloak field, and yeah, halberds are able to snipe it, which is a bit of a shame. So yeah, Cornea, because it is of course not converted to an iris, can't really help keep these eunuchs cloaked, only when it is nearby. And yeah, hey, there you go. Yeah, now you're upgrading it, or like morphing it. Artillery in the middle is quite scary though. I mean, double emissary, lance as well. Sure, the cook is level 4, but it's still in just barely more than 2-shot range for lance. And all of a sudden it looks a lot like we've got 2 lance. So you need to shoot the commander with your shield ball. Because otherwise, if it manages to just pierce through, or even just if it gets damaged a little bit by the emissaries or something like that, it could easily go down. 3000 burst on both of those lancers, of course. So yeah, even able to pierce through the shields without too much difficulty. Down south, Stinger is up versus a Stinger that is up. But here they come. The slings, as I said before, it's nice to break through Stinger and such. But with the shield bar close by as well, Stinger isn't really, well, Stinger isn't, but slings are also not really able to do anything. Phantoms, with their high burst damage, are quite nice, and, well, say goodbye to that recon commander, because it was less than 1500 HP, and therefore, it dies. Up north, we now have a couple of dominatrix, with the iris of course. Though it kinda looks like, no, they are intentionally turning it off, it seems. Yeah, seems like you do have the energy upkeep for it. But still, okay, they are building some of these maxes, slowly. But even then, like 4 more maxes there, another like 5 there, that are not even in the queue. I mean, with the reclaim you have on the field and you are able to get for now, it's not bad, right? I mean, over 1000 reclaim up north. Close to it, well no, close to it. Like a 300 reclaim in the middle. Still though, by now Team West has gotten up all of those maxes. Oh, big AoE shot from the ogre there. Managing to keep most of your dominatrix alive and the iris as well, which is very nice. That could have been way, way worse. Oh, the snitchers. We kind of missed them, but did they make value? Yes, they certainly did. 1600 value killed. Not sure what they killed. Probably an emissary or two, because I only see a couple of them left. Though I'm not really sure. Commander is still alive as well, so yeah, that wasn't destroyed. Both commanders are. Still, triple lance. That's going to do a lot of damage, or at least could deal a lot of damage. Halberds in front. Pretty decent DPS on those, like 125 I believe. 133, okay, even better. Wow. And yeah, Iris and Dominatrix, well, it would be nice to have you get in range of Lance and all that. But you really need to watch out. Ooh, you've been scouted, and that means Lance is going to shoot you, except it doesn't. And the other Lance, well, it was aiming right at its teammate, or at least it's the unit that was previously its teammate. And it manages to snipe it. Lance relatively slow at turning its weapon, so yeah, wasn't able to profit there. Commander from the Goose does go down to the halberd raid. Which also like delays this push quite a bit. I mean, now you just have a couple of loaders. That's about it. Everything else has to be done by the team. By your rover player. And this is also a little bit bad. Triple Minotaur in your base. Bloodbots, I mean, Knights could theoretically stun. Commander, going down. So now you have to focus. Are you going to focus on the shield butt? You get a choice. Shield butt or dealing with the Minotaurs. Well, Minotaurs are already in your base. This is another 5 more seconds. We'll probably be up before the Minotaurs really start doing damage. But even then, 3600 HP. That's like 6 shots for a knight to disarm. Or like stun it. But now the knight army is coming back. Does, look at it. Almost 7000 value. Right in front. Heavy micro against a singular sling. But yeah, even these, like, 8 knights, it is only 15,000 shield. Still, that's not really something you can easily clean up with those knights. Minotaur is also still running around. Not doing a whole lot anymore. Up north, here. The other Minotaur does get cleaned up as well. But look at all of the eco they once again lose. Yeah. Sure, your overdrive is good, your reclaim is good, but you still lose like another 15 maxes, I'm going to assume. Don't really know how many, but yeah, a lot. Over here, Mason's also getting cleaned up, so the reclaim that is good. 50 reclaim right now. Will soon be gone, at least a lot of it will be. Enemy is going to try and puppy it all up. Watch it with the afterburn though, because puppies easily die to that. Only 80 HP on those. And there they come again. 2 more Minotaurs though, in this case. One is already heavily damaged, the other one is slightly damaged. And you're running into quite a couple of enemy units. So you can't really do anything there. Up north, yeah, it looks bad, but it's just a couple of puppies. Don't be lagging, crashing or anything. Thank you very much. Just a couple of puppies, replicating, sure. But you don't need too much to deal with them. I still feel like that, yeah, eco could definitely become a problem. For now, you were able to keep up through eco and all that, but like, once through reclaim. Reclaim is at 0. Overdrive as well by now, because the wind is at 10%. And you're at less than 100 eco, whereas the enemy is still at like 120, 130. Lico, it gets some value. Lobsters were able to throw out a lot of the units. a lot of the value, and it was also pretty spread out, so Liko wouldn't really have done anything even if the lobsters weren't there. But still, managing to keep the Liko alive so it can go for another round. Up north though, push with the grizzlies and the archers. That's pretty strong, right? And what do they have in defense? They've got a firewalker that's artillery, saturation, not really dealing with 8000 HP grizzlies. Same with all of those ravagers. You can't really deal with those, and even with all of those helmets coming in, ravagers in a like 1v1 fight are going to be a lot stronger, though those are going south as well. Now the helmets are retreating too, and the entire force with a little bit of shield ball and all that from XTN. Yeah, they are managing to push forwards. They have secured the bigger max, though by now of course it's just a 3.0 max, not being overdriven, so doesn't deal too much harm to, well, the enemy really. And over here, I don't think the snitches did anything. Maybe they did. Okay, losing almost 7,000 value. Let's just hope the battle value tracker missed some things, because otherwise that looks incredibly bad for you. Now though, people from the middle, purple and blue, are taking their forces down south to deal with the shield ball. Meanwhile, the air player, the warning, having to deal with the amphibots up north. Fusion could be going down soon. Grizzly, of course, 1500 burst. Jumpbots factory gone in a couple of seconds. Grizzly still out of one-shot range from the Liko, but double Liko could kill it indeed. There it goes. Still though, 7,000 more value, most of that in the Ravagers. Coming in, not really spread out, so maybe the lance can do some damage. But they're on hold fire. Ooh, nice little stun with the Thunderbird. But yeah, doesn't look good. Even though you stun a lot, you pretty much stunned all of them in this case. Like disarmed them. They just have to retreat for a little bit. And they can still just come back at you in a couple of seconds. Or they can just drive to the north, but they don't do that. They just retreat, get some reinforcements in the amphibots, and yeah, only like 10 halberds. Sure, halberds are fun, very nice, 130 DPS as we saw before, but as an assault, because it's a blockade runner, only 1500 HP. That's not a lot. They don't really cost a lot either, but still, it's less than a hermit, because of course they are armored up, so as long as they keep running past enemy defenses, they're a-okay. But yeah, engaging in a 1v1 fight, in a head-on fight, is not really their strong suit. Weapon is also easily dodged, so even though, yeah, a couple of ducks just on attack move, most of those shots were dodged right there. Archer in the back, raiding, not doing all that much DPS, so it doesn't clean it all up in like 10 seconds. But still, a couple of more maxes are completely undefended. Game. No laggy. Over here, glaives as well. Cleaning up the eco a lot faster. Because they are, maybe are not technically more high DPS, but at least there are, they seem to be high DPS. About the same. Like 30% more for Archer. But still, there are so many more of them that, yeah, eco just vaporizes. Chudy's base completely gone. The only thing they really have left is the shield ball itself and a couple of airplanes. Other than that, yeah, you've got a forward Cyclops, but also that seems a bit exposed, especially with all of those rovers coming in behind you as well. Very nice. Watch it a little bit though with the glaives and all that. Getting uncovered, but still, Chudy doesn't really know where they are. So those imps, even though you don't really have too many of them, and they're not going to deal with the shield ball, they can at least make Chudy a little bit hesitant. Though with all of those outlaws, that is still a big issue. Outlaws, of course, with their insane AoE weapon, their pulsating slowness. One of the ultimate, cloak detection devices in the game. And yeah, now right on top of the factory, that factory is not going to do anything. So yeah, Chudy is still around. They're kicking. They are going around killing things with their big old shield ball. Venomized now with a venomous scorpion. Would be a very nice unit to use against the shield ball as well. Not too much DPS in the shield ball, just 3 Felons. Of course, Scorpion is also just 12,000 HP, but yeah. If you get a good manual weapon off, you can pretty much clean all of that up. Maybe not quite, but a lot of it can be. Yeah, 20,000 stun. Shield damage of like 6,600. So yeah, you can't really stun the shield ball itself. It is just, well, quite a lot of shield there, so yeah, that's out of the question, but still. Double Scorpion. Follow up with your Ravages and all that. It looks very scary, and it is. The issue is just that the entire south for Team West is gone. And although the same can be said for Team East, they still got all of that up north. Conch on repeat, I'm pretty sure. Looks like it at least. No, not quite on repeat. Yes, it is on repeat. 6 of them. Because yeah, 3,000 reclaim in the middle, 1,000 up north. If they can get a couple of conch down south, they can get another like 4,000, 5,000 reclaim. And Chainsaw now in range of the enemy air factory. Pretty much just means the entire air force from the warning has been nullified. Having to retreat Lico, having to retreat Phoenix. And yeah, Double Scorpion is able to stun at least half of the shield ball. Able to pierce it, of course, because shield doesn't transfer instantly. Doesn't equalize out completely. At least not right away. So yeah, even though they can't stun at all, they can stun a good portion. Lico coming in. And they do bomb the Scorpion, which is very nice, but yeah. It doesn't do a lot. I mean, both of them are still so healthy that even had the Lico hit perfectly, it really wouldn't have mattered. Double Scorpion can just keep on moving, chasing the shield ball. And even if the shield ball does not go down, the entire base for Team West will. So it is GG. Team East on the back foot for a lot of this game, but manages to turn it around in the end.